The sun bleeds down onto a city that never sleeps. A million flickering screens reflect off the chrome and glass canyons of Tokyo, a city that breathes ambition and exhales neon. This ain't no tourist brochure. We're talking about the real Japan, the one that bites back with a shot of sake and a side of raw fish you wouldn't touch back home. Join us as we embark on a journey through Japan, exploring the top cities that blend the old with the new, the traditional with the modern. From the hyperkinetic energy of Tokyo to the hushed reverence of Kyoto's temples, we're diving deep into the soul of a nation that constantly reinvents itself. Tokyo hits you like a shot of adrenaline straight to the heart. It's a city in perpetual motion, a symphony of neon and noise, where ancient temples huddle in the shadows of towering skyscrapers. Wander through Shinjuku's neon-drenched alleys, dodging businessmen and schoolgirls, the air thick with the scent of grilled yakitori. And then there's Shibuya Crossing, the world's busiest intersection, a churning sea of humanity. It's overwhelming, exhilarating, and impossible to look away from. But Tokyo isn't all sensory overload. Duck down a side street, and you might stumble upon a quiet ramen shop, steam billowing from its doorway. At the Meiji Shrine, a tranquil oasis of green in the urban sprawl, you'll find a sense of peace. This is the duality of Tokyo, a city that embraces contradictions. It's a place where you can be completely anonymous and utterly alone in a crowd. So strap in, get ready to lose yourself in the electric hum of Tokyo, and let's explore the heart of this enigmatic city. Kyoto. Even the name sounds like a whispered prayer. This is the ancient soul of Japan, a city where time seems to move a little slower. Here, the geisha district still whispers secrets from behind paper screens. Lose yourself in the sprawling beauty of Fushimi Inari Taisha Shrine, its thousands of vermilion gates winding up the mountainside. Each gate represents a prayer, a wish whispered to the gods. Then there's Kinkaku-ji, the golden pavilion shimmering like a mirage on the surface of a tranquil pond. Wander through the Gion district at dusk, and you might catch a glimpse of a geisha hurrying to an appointment. Or lose yourself in the labyrinthine alleyways of Nishiki Market, a feast for the senses. Kyoto is a city that demands to be savored slowly, a place where you can reconnect with a slower, more contemplative way of life. It's a city that will stay with you long after you've left, a whisper of the past echoing in your soul. They say that Tokyo is the city where you spend your money, but Osaka is the city where you make it, and spend it, mostly on food. Osaka is Japan's gutsy, boisterous soul. This is a city that knows how to have a good time, a place where laughter spills out of every doorway and the food is as bold and unapologetic as the locals. Forget your fancy sushi counters and Michelin-starred temples of gastronomy. Osaka is all about down-and-dirty street food, the kind of stuff that'll make your arteries sing and your taste buds do a happy dance. You're talking about takoyaki, those little octopus balls that practically melt in your mouth, and okonomiyaki, savory pancakes piled high with cabbage, pork, and whatever else the chef feels like throwing in. But don't think for a second that Osaka is all about cheap eats. This city is home to some of the most innovative chefs in the world, pushing the boundaries of Japanese cuisine with daring new flavors and techniques. Just be prepared to loosen your belt a notch or two. Of course, there's more to Osaka than just food, although it's hard to imagine anything topping the culinary scene here. You can explore the imposing grandeur of Osaka Castle, its towering walls a testament to the city's samurai past. Or lose yourself in the neon-drenched chaos of Dotonbori, a sensory overload of flashing lights, giant animatronic crabs, and enough street food to feed a small army. Osaka is a city that lives to eat, drink, and be merry. It's a place where you can let your hair down, embrace the chaos, and leave your worries at the door. Just come hungry. In. Hiroshima. The name hangs heavy in the air, a stark reminder of the devastating power of human conflict. But to call Hiroshima a city defined by tragedy is to miss the point entirely. Yes, the scars of the past are still visible, etched into the very fabric of the city. But Hiroshima has risen from the ashes, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. A visit to the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park is a deeply moving experience, a stark and sobering reminder of the human cost of war. The skeletal remains of the Genbaku Dome, the only structure left standing near the hypercenter of the blast, serve as a silent sentinel, a symbol of both destruction and hope. But Hiroshima is not defined by its past. Today, the city is a vibrant hub of culture and commerce, a testament to the enduring power of hope. You can stroll through the beautiful Shukeien Garden, a tranquil oasis of peace and serenity, or take a ferry to Miyajima Island, home to the iconic floating torii gate of its Fukushima Shrine, its vermilion pillars rising from the sea like a beacon of hope. The people of Hiroshima have chosen to embrace the future, to build a world where such devastation will never again be repeated. It's a message of peace and reconciliation that resonates deeply, a reminder that even in the darkest of times, the human spirit can endure. Nara, picture this. You're strolling down a path, sunlight dappling through ancient cedar trees, when suddenly you're surrounded, not by people, mind you, but by deer. Hundreds of them, roaming free, their soft eyes watching your every move. This is Nara, Japan's ancient capital, a city where time seems to move a little slower, and the deer are considered messengers of the gods. You can spend hours wandering through Nara Park, its vast expanse dotted with temples, shrines, and of course deer. These aren't your average skittish woodland creatures. Nara's deer are practically domesticated, more than happy to approach visitors for a head scratch or a bite of shikasenbei, special deer crackers sold throughout the park. But Nara's charm extends far beyond its furry inhabitants. The Todai-ji Temple, home to the great Buddha, is one of the most impressive sights in all of Japan. The sheer scale of the bronze Buddha statue is awe-inspiring, a testament to the enduring power of faith. Nara is a city that feels like stepping back in time, a place where nature and spirituality intertwine seamlessly. It's a place where you can reconnect with the slower pace of life, where the air is thick with the scent of incense and the only sounds are the gentle rustling of leaves and the soft click of deer hooves on ancient stone paths. When the snow falls thick and heavy, blanketing the city in a pristine white cloak, that's when Sapporo truly comes alive. Forget your beach vacations and tropical getaways. Sapporo is for those who embrace the chill, who revel in the crunch of fresh powder beneath their boots and the invigorating bite of a crisp winter wind. This is the city that snow built, a place where winter isn't just a season, it's a way of life. And there's no better time to experience Sapporo's unique brand of winter magic than during the Sapporo Snow Festival, a week-long extravaganza of snow sculptures, ice slides, and enough winter cheer to melt even the coldest of hearts. Imagine strolling through Odori Park, transformed into a winter wonderland of towering snow sculptures, each one more intricate and impressive than the last. Or braving the icy slopes of the Sapporo Snow Festival Museum, home to a collection of award-winning snow sculptures from festivals past. But Sapporo isn't just about snow. This is also the beer capital of Japan, home to the legendary Sapporo Brewery, where you can sample some of the finest brews in the land. And no trip to Sapporo is complete without a visit to the Sapporo Beer Garden and Museum, where you can delve into the history of this beloved beverage and enjoy a hearty German-inspired meal alongside your frosty mug of beer. Sapporo is a city that knows how to embrace the cold, a place where winter is a time for celebration, not hibernation. Forget Tokyo, forget Kyoto, forget even Osaka. When it comes to pure, unadulterated food obsession, Fukuoka is in a league of its own. This is a city that lives to eat, a place where every street corner seems to offer up a new culinary adventure. And at the heart of Fukuoka's food scene lies a dish so iconic, so deeply ingrained in the city's DNA, that it's practically a religion, Hakata ramen. This ain't your college dorm room instant ramen, folks. We're talking about a steaming bowl of pure umami goodness, a rich pork bone broth simmered for hours until it achieves a creamy, almost milky consistency, topped with thin, springy noodles, melt-in-your-mouth slices of pork belly, and a perfectly cooked egg that oozes golden yolk. You can spend days, weeks even, exploring Fukuoka's ramen scene, from the bustling stalls of the legendary ramen alleyways to the sleek modern ramen shops pushing the boundaries of this beloved dish. But Fukuoka's culinary offerings extend far beyond ramen. This is a city that takes pride in its fresh seafood, its succulent grilled meat, and its endless array of street food snacks. And then there are the yatai, those iconic food stalls that pop up along the riverbanks at night, their lanterns casting a warm glow on the hungry crowds. pull up a stool, order a plate of Hakata gyoza, those crispy pan-fried dumplings filled with juicy pork and vegetables, and soak up the lively atmosphere. Fukuoka is a city that seduces your senses, a place where every meal is a celebration and every bite is a revelation. Aye. Nagasaki, a city forever marked by history, a place where the echoes of the past mingle with the rhythms of the present. This is the gateway to Japan, the point where East meets West, where Chinese junks once docked alongside Portuguese caravels, each leaving their indelible mark on the city's culture and cuisine. You can feel the weight of history as you wander through the narrow streets of the Glover Garden, a beautifully preserved district of 19th century European-style houses perched on a hillside overlooking the harbor. Or visit the Ura Church, the oldest surviving Christian church in Japan. Its Gothic spires a testament to the city's unique blend of cultural influences. But Nagasaki's story is also one of resilience. The city rebuilt after the devastation of World War II, emerging as a symbol of peace and reconciliation. A visit to the Nagasaki Peace Park, with its poignant memorials and moving tributes to the victims of the atomic bombing, is a sobering reminder of the human cost of conflict. And yet, Nagasaki is a city that chooses to look forward, to embrace its multicultural heritage and build a brighter future. Nowhere is this more evident than in the city's vibrant culinary scene, where Chinese, Portuguese and Japanese flavors meld seamlessly in dishes like champon, a hearty noodle soup, and castella cake, a sweet and fluffy sponge cake, introduced by Portuguese traders centuries ago. As the sun sets over Nagasaki Bay, casting a golden glow on the city's hills, you can't help but feel a sense of hope. This is a city that has known both tragedy and triumph, a place where the past informs the present but doesn't define it. Forget Kyoto with its hordes of tourists and selfie sticks. Kanazawa is Japan's best-kept secret, a city where time seems to have stood still, where the elegance and refinement of old Japan are still very much alive. This is samurai country, a city of hidden gardens and ancient tea houses, where geishas still glide through the streets, their footsteps muffled by wooden sandals. You can lose yourself for hours in the labyrinthine alleyways of the Higashichaya district, one of Kanazawa's beautifully preserved geisha districts, its wooden buildings painted in shades of ochre, indigo, and vermilion. And then there's Kenroku-in Garden, considered one of the 3 most beautiful gardens in Japan, a masterpiece of landscaping that changes with the seasons, from the delicate blossoms of spring to the fiery hues of autumn. Stroll along its winding paths, past koi ponds and ancient stone lanterns, and let the tranquility of this magical place wash over you. But Kanazawa isn't stuck in the past. The city is also a thriving center for contemporary art, home to the 21st Century Museum of Contemporary Art, Kanazawa, a stunning building that's a work of art in itself. Explore its thought-provoking exhibitions, wander through its interactive installations, and let your imagination run wild. Kanazawa is a city of contrasts, a place where ancient traditions coexist harmoniously with modern sensibilities. It's a city that will surprise you, enchant you, and leave you wanting more. Yokohama, a city that embodies the spirit of reinvention, a place where the past and present collide in a dazzling display of urban dynamism. This is Japan's gateway to the world, a bustling port city where towering skyscrapers cast long shadows over historic brick warehouses, and the air is thick with the scent of salt air and spices from far-off lands. You can feel the energy of Yokohama as soon as you arrive, a palpable buzz of excitement that permeates the city's streets. Stroll along the waterfront promenade of Minato Mirai, marvel at the futuristic architecture of the landmark tower, and lose yourself in the colorful chaos of Yokohama Chinatown, the largest Chinatown in Japan. But Yokohama is more than just a pretty face. This is a city with a rich history, a place where you can delve into the past at the Yokohama Archives of History. Explore the legacy of Japan's maritime trade at the Yokohama Port Opening Memorial Hall, or learn about the art of ramen making at the Shin Yokohama Ramen Museum. And when the sun sets over Yokohama Bay, casting the city in a warm glow, head to the Osanbashi Pier, a futuristic wooden deck that extends out over the water, offering stunning views of the city skyline. This is the perfect spot to reflect on all you've seen and experienced on your journey through Japan. Yokohama is a city that will stay with you long after you've left, a place that embodies the energy, innovation, and resilience of modern Japan. So there you have it, 10 cities, 10,000 stories, a million memories. Japan is a country that defies easy categorization, a place where ancient traditions collide with futuristic visions, and the ordinary is always extraordinary. From the neon lights of Tokyo to the historic streets of Kyoto, Japan offers a journey through a land of incredible diversity and beauty. Plan your visit and experience these wonderful cities firsthand. But be warned, Japan is a country that gets under your skin, a place that will stay with you long after you've said sayonara.